Girl, you better be mad. Otherwise, why am I buying you? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This week, as you saw probably from the title, I'm going to be showing you some of the items that I completely 100% used all the way up from 2019. Now you might be saying, gee, why are you sleeping on this, girl? Why are you just now filming this? Like we're, 3 weeks now into January. Well, I had the best of intentions of filming this video and uploading it for you guys last Sunday, but since my full-time job is being a teacher, we had end of term exams and I had just under 200 students worth of exams to grade, so it did not happen. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try to do a little bit better with pre-filming a few videos, so I always have at least one kind of like in the vault, so to speak. That way you guys are not feeling the effects of it and I don't have to skip a week, but we are getting to it this week. So I do have some hair care items and cosmetics, so we are just gonna dive right in. So the first item I completely used up was this So Smooth Gardenia Frizz-Free Sleek Shampoo from Alba. I purchased this from Kroger, and one of the things I'm going to be telling you guys also in this video is whether or not I plan on repurchasing these items. For a lot of these items, it's the very first one I've ever tried. They're not already repurchases, so I was trying to obviously use it up since I already bought it and not be wasteful, but tell you guys, should you go out and get this, or is it kind of like a, well, I used it because I had it and I didn't want to be wasteful, but I wouldn't really recommend it to you all. So that is the case with this one, unfortunately. I really have been trying lately to purchase shampoos that are sulfate and paraben free. I have very fine pieces of hair, so I don't want to over stress them or make them split or be frizzy, but at the same time I have a very oily complexion and oily scalp, so if I don't shampoo daily, my roots are a greasy mess. It looks really disgusting, but at the same time, if I wash my hair every single day with a regular shampoo that does have sulfates in it, then that can be a little too harsh on my hair and really strip the strands of some of the natural oil that they do need. So I have found that switching to sulfate free shampoo has been great, but like I said, this one as well has no parabens or phthalates, and they are vegetarian and do not do animal testing. So if you're into those things, there was nothing necessarily wrong with this brand. It wasn't bad, it did a fine job, but it wasn't anything special that I was like, oh, I have to keep using that brand. If it was on sale, maybe I'd go for it, but don't need to have it. And I didn't actually try the conditioner that went with this because I was working on this guy. It had a really big pump. Also had a sale a long while back. I mean, I'm talking like 6 months or more ago on this brand, which is Not Your Mother's Naturals. I love this brand and I picked this up. This is the Coconut Milk and African Marula Tree Oil Conditioner. Has high moisture to nourish and restore hair. I do love the fact that this comes in a pump. I really like pump shampoo and conditioner bottles a lot more. And this also has no sulfates, parabens, dye, phthalates, silicones, and is gluten-free. So this was really nice. It did give my hair some moisture, but I didn't think it detangled very well. Since my hair is so fine, it does really tangle easily. Before we move into cosmetics, there were a couple other shampoo specific items that I got through. Now, I know I said these are 2019 items, but full disclosure, I honestly didn't start keeping track of my bottles and things until after I moved in this home, which is now just under 3 months ago. So this isn't my full year of empties. Maybe I'll collect them again for you guys next year. I feel like that would be so many to do a full year's worth, but I could definitely do it like maybe every few months. I did get through just a couple other shampoos beyond the one that I just showed you because Wes does sometimes use mine. The next two that I want to show you guys, these that are completely empty, these were actually freebies that I got from Sally's. Shout out to Sally's. Sometimes I think y'all are sleeping on Sally's a bit much. They really do have good products. And they offered me both of these for free to review, so I am including them in this video now that they are empties. The first is from the Main Choice. This is the Peach Black Tea and Vitamin Fusion Anti-Shedding and Intense Volume Therapy Shampoo. What a mouthful. The scent on this is amazing. It literally makes you smell like iced tea, which I really like. I like this one a lot. Wes liked it as well. It did definitely help with shedding. I didn't think this one did as much with volume, but the scent was really great. But my favorite one was this one. This is from Zotos. It's the Age Beautiful Ultra Bond Synergy Cleanse Shampoo. This guy right here. And I swear to you, my hair has never felt as strong and as thick as it did when I bought this one. So for the last few items, this one I wouldn't purchase again. Again, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't something that I was like, this is the change of my life. So I'm just gonna keep looking till I find something I like better. This was what I thought was the good one for a while until I tried this one, and now I'm like, no, this one's the one. So out of all the hair products I'm sharing with you guys today, if I were gonna recommend one, it would be this guy. And again, you can get that as Sally's. I'm definitely repurchasing that one. Wes liked this one too. He has fine, really thin hair as well, so it works great for both of us. So the next item I went through was a little tiny mini freebie from Ulta, and this was their body lotion it was coconut and melon scented in Colada Fresca, I believe is the title here. This just came in one of those little freebie bags where they say if you buy, you know, something under $20, I don't know the exact number of Ulta brand products, then you get the little makeup bag free with some brushes, and they usually have gloss or eyeshadow or what have you, you know, random items you get for free. This is one of them, and the smell, I don't know if the container still smells like it. Oh, it does. I love the scent of coconut. This was so good. I went through this very quickly. I mean, maybe it lasted a month. So they, I believe, do still sell this. So now we're moving into cosmetics. So the first thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is this little brow tool here. Now it's not a brow pencil, it's a liquid eyebrow pen. And it has these little teeth on it. See if you guys can see it here. These little teeth that are supposed to make more brow-like hairs. This I have used in some other videos before I ran out. It's from Music Flower. This was definitely one of those like Facebook ad or Instagram ad type products, whatever. I absolutely hated it at first, grew to really like it, but ultimately I don't like it as much as I do using powder or a regular, like a twisty pencil. I don't know what they're called. The other retractable like pencils, I like those better. So I would not recommend this. I will not be buying it again. Next item is the setting spray. Some of you guys may have seen my review with the Morphe and Jeffree Star collab. This is the setting sprays from that collection. I will not be repurchasing this either. I love the continuous mist on the Morphe setting spray. So I 100% will be buying another Morphe continuous setting spray, but just not this Jeffree Star collab one. The scent was not headachy and it did not linger, but I did not like the scent and it did not grow on me. So, and this one cost more. I remember Jeffree saying it was because it had extra skin benefits to it, and they list the ingredients on the back. I don't know enough about ingredients to really know what would be good for your skin, but the only differences I could see were, you know, like the scented like grapefruit water and kiwi fruit water and things like that. But I'm like, I didn't feel like they went into enough details about like, so what allegedly are the skincare benefits of this that you're saying that's why it costs more, but what are they? There's just not enough info for me, so I'm not going to repurchase this again. Just used it because I bought it up and I do like Jeffree, wanted to support. The next thing I used up was this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte Finish Setting Spray. Now, I have gone through 3. This is my third one of this. This is not empty. Could probably hear the liquid in there. This one's almost brand new. I bought this for the Wet n Wild video I did recently. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it down below so you guys can check that out. But I love these primer waters, these 3-in-1 primer waters. Love. Cucumber scent is the best one. I think they have a rose and a coconut water one too, but this one is thebomb.com. My third one would repurchase. This one, never again. Would not buy this one for 2 reasons. Number 1, I didn't think it did a darn thing to make my face more matte. As someone who's oily, if you say matte, girl, you better be matte. Otherwise, why am I buying you? If I bought you to be matte and you didn't do that, you're worthless to me. It was the same as this one as far as the finish was concerned. So that was pointless. This one doesn't have the great scent this does. By the way, they're the same size, same fluid ounces, same price. And the sprayer on this one was jank. I mean, this is one of those where you spray it and it goes, and spits on your face, and then you have little splotches all over your makeup you just worked hard for. I've never had a mister do that on this for me, which is weird because they are the same brand. They are the same component. Maybe I just got a bad one, you guys. I don't know. If you've used this, let me know. But this girl is the one you want to repurchase. This one, I'm not having her again. Next is the Ulta Beauty brand HD setting powder. So this is completely used up, obviously like everything else. It has a little sifter in there for all of your product. And this was not a freebie. I know almost everything that's Ulta brand is basically I use because it's a freebie that I got from shopping there. But this one wasn't. I actually purchased it. Now, I will say the only reason I purchased this is because it was one of those things where they were like, buy a certain dollar amount of our name brand products and you'll get this free bag. So this wasn't free, but this was the thing I bought to get the free stuff. You see what I'm doing here? So I just was like, okay, I'll try it. I've never tried an HD powder. I know a lot of people complain about it because of the flashback in photos and things like that, but girl, give it a try. It's a little one. Well, let me tell you, the flashback was not just in photos, okay? I literally looked like Frosty the Snowman under my eyes. So not repurchasing this one. Don't go for this one. I'm all for a finely milled powder. This one definitely was. It got rid of my pores, but the just like powdery white cast under my eyes was not good. I really like the Wet n Wild Photo Focus translucent powder that they just came out with. So if you're looking for a good one, I would try that one. Next item I used all the way up is the Porefessional. This is from Benefit Pro Balm to minimize pores. And I get this little tiny baby one in an Ipsy bag. This I absolutely would buy again. I actually did just buy one, not for me. It was for a gift for my aunt for Christmas because this is probably the best primer I have found for filling in pores and fine lines, okay? I have tried the e.l.f. poreless putty primer thing that everybody says is a dupe for Tatcha. I've never used Tatcha, but it didn't really do a whole lot for me, guys. I gotta say, this one actually really visibly blurs like fine lines on my forehead, my pores in this area. This one is what you need to get now. That's kind of sad because the e.l.f. one's $8 and the full size of this one is a lot more than that. Sadly, in this case, you know, sorry for your pocket, but this is the one that works a lot better. This is the one I'd recommend. So I'm not going to buy it immediately because I do have things like the e.l.f. one that it's like, okay, they're used, I've opened them, I just need to use them up. But I definitely will go back to this one once I've used up some other primers. Next up is the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer right here. Now, if you'd asked me like a month ago, I would have said, go buy it now. This was my favorite primer up until very recently. So I really like the coverage it gives. It covers up all of my veins really easily. My eyeshadow never creases when I use this. And it is affordable because it is Ulta brand. And this is in the shade Nude, by the way. This was a little freebie mini one. But what I have found though is that you have to set that one. Your eyeshadow doesn't blend over top of it very well unless you set it with something first. Because it is so tacky and cream based, it needs that. So if you don't want to set your eyeshadow, the Wet n Wild primer that I used again in that Wet n Wild video, I'll link that below. That one you don't have to set and it doesn't crease either, and it's great, and it costs even less than that Ulta brand one. So I'd recommend that one to you guys, not the one I just showed you. Next up is the Ciate London bronzer in, this is called Bamboo Bronzer. You can see the shade a little bit there. You can't really like use that. That was just like a little bit of, you know, scuff the bottom of the pan, whatever. You can't, like, I can't swatch that for you guys really or anything, but this was a little BB mini that came in Ipsy and I loved it. I have lots of other bronzers that I have to get through first, but this one, regardless of the fact that it is a little bit more than I probably would normally pay for a bronzer, this looked so bomb on my skin tone. So if you have a very light skin tone, I wouldn't say it's the lightest skin tone, but I usually go for one or two darker than the lightest skin tone that's available in a lot of foundation brands, and I go for something with neutral undertones. So if you have a skin tone similar to mine, I think you would really enjoy this Bamboo Bronzer shade by Ciate London. If not, I'm honestly not sure if they offer a different shade range or not. Sorry, I haven't done a lot of research into it, so if you have deeper complexions, just check. I'm sure, I mean, Ciate London's not a small brand by any means, so they probably have other shades for you, but the formula was bomb. It always looked really good on my face. It's this one that I'm wearing today is a different brand because obviously, like I showed you guys, it's all gone. I've loved it to death. It's done. But check this one out as well. So I also decided to include a couple other items that are like very close to being out. I did decide I am going to do Project Pan this year. If you guys want to see the rest of the items that I'm going to be working on to finish up in the coming year, in the coming months, leave a comment down below and let me know. I have decided to try to do 20 items in 2020. That seems to be the trend going on online. So I'm going to show with you guys 2 items that are almost gone already, since this is an empties video, that I definitely will be able to accomplish. But if you'd like to see the other 18, let me know. I can film it. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to do it on like Instagram stories or something like that. So you can always follow me there too. So the first one is the Ulta Beauty Paradise Found Blush. Came free in a bag. And I only have a little bit here. You can see in the corners left. She's almost done. We have Beyond Hit Pan. I really like this. It's kind of like a mauve-y tone. This is the blush that I'm wearing today. And it has just a teensy tiny little bit of shimmer in it. I wouldn't even go so far as to call it glitter, but it's not 100% matte. It does have a little bit of a sheen to it. So if you like matte blushes, this one might not be the one for you, but if you don't mind a little bit of a sheen, a little bit of a shimmer, it's not anything intense. I'll show you guys. It's not glittery at all. It's just got like a nice little sheen to it on the cheeks. But I mean, I feel totally comfortable wearing it like out to work and everything. It's not like, okay, she thinks she's like going out to the club or something tonight. What's going on? It's not like that at all. So I definitely would recommend this one. And it's kind of like for me with the bronzer, like I have so many blushes to get through that it's like, I don't want to buy it just to buy it when I have so many things sitting around, since I am trying to do Project Pan especially this year. But when I dwindle my blush collection down a little bit more, that is definitely one that I would recommend to you. If you don't have as many as me and you are looking to purchase something, I would check that one out. The last item I have for you guys today is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation. This is my go-to everyday at work foundation. Now it claims to have a up to 24-hour matte finish. It does not last 24 hours, you guys, but it does last a good amount of time. I mean, 8 hours in, you're looking good. Now I've done some 12-hour work days where I can see it starting to wear thin around here just because that's where I get oily, but I don't mind that. How much can you truly ask of a foundation, especially considering this one's what, like somewhere around the $10 range. If you guys are wondering, I wear shade Light is the name of this one. It is a full coverage foundation. I don't cake it on though. I usually do one pump and just shear it out with a sponge or brush. But I love this one. It does keep my face feeling matte and not oily and therefore clean all day at work. It's inexpensive. It looks very natural to me. Even though it's matte, you don't get cake face. And it's affordable. I know you can't probably see it very well in here, but I am down to about here, this much left of this bottle, and I 100% will be repurchasing this one because it does last so long. It doesn't break my skin out. I can wear this every day and have no problems. It looks great. Would definitely recommend it to any of you that are oily complected. If you have dry or combo skin, it may not wear the same on you as it does on me, so don't totally take my word for it. You know, face products are really individualized, so what does work for me might not for you. It just all depends. So you kind of have to experiment, but to me, that's what's fun about makeup, is trying out different things and seeing what does and doesn't work for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of my empties from 2019. Overall, I would say there were a lot more that I would say no, I wouldn't repurchase than ones I would. Again, the ones that I would repurchase would be the Ulta Blush, the NYX Foundation, the Ciate London Bronzer, and the Coconut or Rose or Cucumber version of the 3-in-1 Water Primer for Wet n Wild Spray, not the matte finish one. Oh, and the Benefit Pore Filler and the Zoto Shampoo. Yeah, those are the ones I would definitely do. So, thanks for watching. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Your support is always the highlight of my day. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. It just lights up my day when I see it and it's like, you have a new subscriber. I'm like, oh, thanks. Thanks, guys. So before you go, make sure you do that. I upload videos every Sunday, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.